Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, what do I say all the time? Visionaries. You want visionaries in leadership. What did I say about the police actions or inactions going on in this city since all this stuff broke? The mayors, the Democratic wimpy mayors, are telling the police chiefs what to do, and they're following the orders. What did Seattle do? Seattle gave up a precinct. Gave up a precinct in some city blocks. Can you believe that? It's unfathomable. And when the police chief say, hey, I'm just following orders, because they get fired if they don't follow those orders. But it is incredible. Amy Acton and Nerdy DeWine messed up this state, Ohio. And by the way, I'm calling out all of those people like Willie, my former friend, Willie. He was all defending Mike DeWine, Joe Deters. They're all defending Mike DeWine going on, da-da-da-da-da. He's just keeping you safe because of all the political connections and favors and all the bullshit. Remember that when you hear Willie on the radio say, which I never listen to anymore, say, oh, I saw a tweet. Oh, look how Amy Acton destroyed this economy. Well, go back and see what he was saying when all first broke. Oh, Mike DeWine's just trying to keep you safe. Amy Acton's just trying to keep you safe. And you see how the political game works? She is no longer in that position. He gives her another position. Oh, it's a cesspool. Every state has their own swamp. They have their own swamp. It's a political swamp. And you know why people join the political world? Here's why. Here's why 90% of the people become politicians. Not all of them, 90%. It's not for public service. It is for the power, the prestige, eating at the trough, and all the things that they can do, pensions and all that. That's what they're all freaking after. I've been in the club car of it, okay? I've been there. I've been in the club car. I know how it works. I personally have never had a government job, I'm proud to say, nor do I freaking want one. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about is criminal justice reform. You saw me go over, and nobody's talked about this. Police have to have some immunity. The problem is we shouldn't have to give them an appeal up the ladder on a motion to dismiss, then appeal up the ladder and motion for summary judgment. It shouldn't take 2 years. They shouldn't have those rights. So then a bad cop is going to pay the consequences quicker. Sentences. You have to be a complete moron to think that sentences shouldn't be shorter. Of all the normal bad guys, nonviolent criminals. Folks, some of you have served time in prison. I hope you don't mind me telling this, Chuck. Chuck spent some time, 30 days?
Yes.
30 days in L.A. County. I spent 8 days in Hamilton County Justice Center. I'm telling you, unless you've done that, I'm not talking, well, even a night in jail makes you realize what it's like. Do you know what only 8 days in the Hamilton County Justice Center is like? It is the longest time in the world, and it's hell. I always think about this like a year. Nonviolent criminals. I mean, people who aren't hurting people in that manner. You know how much a year is? In prison, my 8 days extrapolated out to a year, oh my God. Prison sentences are way too long. And they're way too short for the bad guys. A pedophile that got in Springboro, first graders, sexual touching, molesting, 8 years. Are you kidding me? Prisons are supposed to be for bad guys. Bad guys. Court discretion. Mandatory sentencing is stupid. Whether you like them or not, a judge needs to be in that position to factor in everything. Everything. Not to say, oh, this is what we have to do. There shouldn't be a mandatory minimum. They need to redo the criminal code. These criminal codes are so old and dated and everything else, and they amend them and everything else. Start with the criminal code. What's a crime and what's the punishment going to be? What do you face for this kind of misdemeanor? What do you face for this felony? So forth and so on. And then finally, by the way, there ought to be more OR bonds. Everybody's talking about bail for those nonviolent people, OR bonds. But you can't, for people who are violent criminals, you just can't have an OR bond. You can't. Finally, you know what the best anecdote is? The best anecdote to reform the criminal justice system? A booming economy. It's very simple. Your economics help the family. You got a good family life, good economics going, you have less crime. It's that simple. If somebody can choose a path of a good job and a family and community instead of crime and going to jail, give them that choice. They'll take that choice. I do believe, with some exceptions, I do think some people are born inherently evil. But with the exception of those people, I think most people are born inherently good. Give them that shot for everybody. And you know what? Trump's on it like green on grass. He is going to set forth plans to redo the cities, make the cities prosperous again, because the Democrats in those cities have failed you, America. Failed you. Look at our city, Cincinnati. Oh, my gosh. It's unbelievable. The streetcar. I mean, that's Exhibit A. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. I get the Angels tomorrow all day.